Okay, so this is what I've done on my blog so far. I haven't done a podcast in a while, so we've been doing auditions for the parts in our trailer. So this was Rihanna's audition, who's in our group. Then she was auditioning for The Friend. Georgia Bridgman, who also was in our group, who was auditioning for The Frenemy, but she wasn't that confident in front of the camera, so we decided to give her the main character part, which does sound surprising, but the main character doesn't actually have any lines in the trailer because she gets killed, so kind of made sense. And then there's me auditioning for the detective, and our friend Jordan auditioning for the part of The Friend. And then I've been doing some individual work as well as group work, so that's my film poster so far, with like the masthead, taglines, names, then all like the steel tongs font. I just need to add like main image and a few more details like the company logo. Did a lot of research on font and had quite a few group meetings just to make some final decisions. I've been trying out different company logos for our group, and we've started filming, so that's our beginning shot, which is an establishing shot of the college where it all begins. Did quite a few test shots, just to perfect it, because we weren't sure if we wanted to do a long shot or an establishing shot, but we thought the establishing shot looked a little bit better. Just waiting for that to load. Okay, so it's loaded, so we had a few more group meetings, a bit more raw footage on there and test shots. Did some editing research because I'm the editor for our group, so obviously I wanted it to be really neat and fast cut, so I needed to educate myself a little bit on that. I made our final logo decisions. Then we actually changed this one a bit by taking the gun away, because when I tried to create my own, it didn't look very professional or realistic. So changed that, and the spacing when we put the word works that way, vertically, it didn't look very good, so we've changed it to going underneath and a bit smaller, as you saw before. And then this is our bigger production one, which is kind of like the owner of this one. So that's Suspension Production, that's like in a puddle blood, so that's quite cool. Let's carry on with fonts. This was my first attempt at my poster, so obviously I've moved the coming soon underneath. After I did research, I realised that actually it goes underneath, and then changed that to steel tongs font and still got the image and company logo. Did a few weather checks just for when we were starting to film, and that was our dates for the plan on filming. Most of this page is more like documents and stuff that I just kind of needed to get done for us to be able to film. So I did like a plan for this week. Let's do another podcast. And I did so much font research, that's why I was really perfect it and make it look really effective. And then we were researching stabbing scenes because we thought rather than having to put fake blood all over Georgia, who's quite a girly girl and didn't really, and we're not very arty, I suppose, so I didn't really want to have to put blood all over and ruin her clothes. So we were trying to figure out a way how you could do a stabbing scene where you don't actually have to see them getting stabbed, so like we could do a blackout with really dramatic music, so I'm going to do that. These are our first auditions. Got my friend Keenan to audition twice. So yeah, these are actor release forms, got quite a few. Probably should do, I don't know if we need a few more actually. I think I might need Jordan's, and that's about it. There's my shot list for my film post, which I'm doing individually in my own choosing schedule. About to book in with the studio. On this page you can see our script, which we had to edit because at first put a bit of taboo language in, and obviously that can't be used for a trailer because it can't really be advertised for the people like children and stuff, so that's very appropriate. Got a few more documents as well. And then headshots. That was our audition post. We did 2 just because bit of variation, and just put them around the college. And I got some feedback from my film magazine cover, which I then evaluated underneath. There's our posters. Those are my film magazine drafts. We came up with our final magazine, Massad. Well, I did for my magazine, called it Cinephile, because that's like, fits in with the theme of films. Cinephile is like a person who's like a film fanatic, like obsessed with films. My publication plan about my magazine, name poll results. So it was a draw between Big Screen and Cinephile, and I mistakenly put Silver Screen on twice. But I preferred Cinephile personally, so I just went with that. Main character makeup, there's me, just with like my everyday kind of makeup. So that's what George will be wearing, just like what she'd have for college, being a college student. So my film poster feedback. Magazine name poll. Again. That's just showing you the question, the other one was the results. Did some price research, obviously I'm doing my magazine monthly, so the price will be increased. Did a bit of tagline research, it needs to be catching, attract the reader. And finally, I'll show you this one as the last one, because this is where like it gets a bit more interesting and more creative. So, film poster drafts. Decided to go with this one, with 3 people, as people that had more emotion behind, like more effective and stuff, and then gone for like a close up of someone from my magazine main image. So yeah. Did some analysis on film magazines as well. Those were our original ideas for our company logo. That was our progression from the element storyboard, so I had a bit of technical difficulties with that, with one of the Macs crashing, so that's why mine isn't up yet, but we've done it, we just need to add the sound to it when the Mac decides it likes me again. This is some ending ideas for our trailer, and how conversations set out in trailers, and just did some like genre research really. Bit of special effects before we decided about the stabbing scene change. So yeah, that's what I've been up to so far, so I hope you enjoy looking through my blog and continue to keep up with what I'm doing. Thank you.